UFC Fight Night, Font versus Vera. Most confident picks. Now we got Rob Font, Marlon Vera, Jake Collier, Andre Arlovski, Burrito versus Feely, Gordon Dawson, Connolly, Elkins, Jotko, Mirshar. I mean, that is just the main card, and a lot of those fights are close. I'm gonna be honest. This is a fight card filled with very, very close fights. Except for Romanov versus Sherman. But yeah, it should be a very, very close card. A lot of fights on here. I'm not gonna be like super confident in, but we're gonna go start from the super confident, then the confident picks, and then the slightly lean picks. Now, for the super confident, you guys already know who I'm gonna pick. It's gonna be Alexander Romanov. There's really no question. It's gonna be Alexander Romanov. He should go out there and absolutely destroy him in this fight. Now, for confident picks, I'm not gonna say anyone else on this card is gonna be a super confident pick, but for confident picks, I'm gonna go first with Andre Arlovski. I believe he is better striking. He's got the takedown defense. He's beaten pretty much every last one of these up-and-coming guys, except for Tom Aspinall, who just absolutely destroyed Alexander Volkov in his last fights. But yeah, I think he's one of my confident picks right there. Another one, Andre Feely. Another one, we'll go Krzysztof Jotko, but it's one of my lower tier confident picks because of the finishing ability of Gerald Mershar. Yeah, Andre Feely, Andre Arlovski, and Krzysztof Jotko. Then Natan Levy. Those are the confident picks. Now, for the slight leans, I'm gonna be super confident. I'm not gonna be confident on them winning the fight, but I'm just slightly leaning for them to win. Tatsuro Taira, Gina Mazzani, Daniel da Silva, Tristan Connolly, Grant Dawson, and then Rob Font. Those are these slight leans. Now, I'm going to give the reasoning between all of them. Alexander Romanov, the reason I have him in the super confident list, he's taking on Chase Sherman, who should not be in the UFC. Way worse striking, way worse wrestling, way worse grappling. Romanov's going to absolutely destroy him. Of course, I'm going to have him in my super confident picks. It's fairly obvious why I have Romanov right there. Now, for Tatsuro Taira, Carlos Candelario, the reason I don't have him as a super confident or a confident pick is because Carlos Candelario is a dog. He's got very solid striking, and he does know how to edge out a fight. I mean, if he goes out there and he's able to defend the takedowns, keep the fight on the feet, he can keep it very even and edge out a decision. So I'm not going to have that one as a confident pick, but I am leaning Tatsuro Taira ever so slightly. Gina Mazzani, Shani Young, the reason I have her just as a slight lean to win the fight, I don't have her as a confident or super confident, is because her cardio, her gas tank. If that is fixed, which I don't know if it is for sure, but I'm assuming it is, because I think from the last fight with Priscilla Cachoeira, that was the main reason she lost, is because she kind of got gassed out after that first round. But that's the only thing right there. If her cardio is good right here, she's one of the confident picks. But I just cannot trust a girl like Gina Mazzani, who's 7-5 in her professional MMA career. But yeah, she's a slight lean. If her cardio is good, I'm going to have her as a confident pick, but I don't know if her cardio is going to be good right there. Natan Levy as a confident pick, not a super confident, of course, because his cardio is not really absolutely amazing. His striking isn't absolutely amazing. His wrestling isn't absolutely amazing, but yeah, I think he's going to win. I think it should be pretty easily right here. The reason it's not super confident is because it's not like he's going to dominate Mike Breeden here. Mike does have slightly better striking. He could definitely out-edge the fight on the feet if he is able to land the takedowns, and the reason I don't have him as a super close fight, just slight leading Natan Levy, is because Natan Levy should definitely go out there to win. The UFC knows, and they want Natan Levy to win this fight. Another Israeli prospect who was undefeated before that loss in his last fight to Rafa Garcia. So he's a confident pick, but not a super confident and not a slight lean for those reasons. Now, Johan Lainez, the reason I have him as a slight lean is pretty obvious. There's no way you're going to be super confident on him. Confident? I can't say that, because Gabe Green could definitely go out there and land the takedowns and out-wrestle, out-grapple Johan Lainez, and there's no telling. He could outstrike Johan Lainez, but I think Johan is the better striker. He's taller, he's lengthier, he's got the more power in his hands, and he's got very solid takedown defense. So I think Johan should definitely win the fight, but it's not a confident pick because there is the rest of Gabe Green right there that could definitely pull out the victory. But yeah, I have him as a slight lean for those reasons. Daniel da Silva, fairly obvious why I have him as a slight lean. There's no way I'm going to be super confident. There's no way I'm going to be confident either, because Figueiredo could go out there, out-wrestle, out-grapple, and grind out a decision. But Silva, we already know, has that finishing ability. 6 submission wins, 5 knockout wins on his record, and then his 2 losses both by knockout. So there's no way either. If I was going either guy right here, there's no way I have him as a confident or super confident pick, because the finishing ability of Daniel Silva is absolutely insane, but he can get grinded out for a decision. So I'm going to have Daniel Silva as a very, very slight confident pick. Not a confident pick, just a slight lean type of pick. Krzysztof Jotko, I have him as a confident pick there. The reason being is he's not a super confident, because of course Gerald Meerschaert could go out there and land that submission later on in the fight. You could put him as just a slight lean or a confident pick. It just depends on what Gerald Meerschaert is coming out there, but I feel confident that Jotko will be able to defend the takedowns here for the full 3 rounds, outstrike Gerald Meerschaert, and win a decision there. So not going to be super confident, and it's kind of split down the middle in between confident and just slight lean. It's one of those right in between, because yes, I'm confident on Jotko winning, but I honestly would not be surprised if we see a late finish from Gerald Meerschaert, as he does that pretty much every single time. But I'm going to go confident for Krzysztof Jotko. Tristan Connolly, just a slight lean there for obvious reasons. Darren, just like Gerald Meerschaert, could come back later on in the fight and win, but I think Connolly has the better striking, should win that fight. Just a slight lean there. Grant Dawson, another slight lean in that Jared Gordon could outstrike Grant Dawson for 3 rounds and win a slight decision there. Grant Dawson is not the best striker, but he is taller, he is lengthier, he does have the wrestling, he does have the grappling, so I think he should edge it out on the ground. But it's not going to be a confident, not going to be a super confident, because Jared Gordon just beat Joe Selecki, who was kind of similar to Grant Dawson in the wrestling and grappling. So just a slight lean on Grant Dawson. Andre Fili, I have him as a confident pick because he's better than Joe Anderson Brito wherever the fight goes. He's got the takedown defense, he's got the submission game, he's got the better striking, more volume, more pressure, taller, lengthier. Confident pick for Andre Fili. Andre Arlovski, I have him as another confident pick. In that he's better everywhere. I mean, he's the better striker, he's the better kickboxer, the better boxer, he's better in the clinch, he throws more volume, power, it could go either way. They're both kind of those decision type of guys, not really had the most power for either one of them. But Andre Arlovski's another confident pick. He should defend the takedowns and outstrike him on the feeds. And then Rob Font, just a slight lean. I mean, you can never be super confident or even confident on Rob Font, because he's fighting Marlon Vera. Marlon can pull out a leg kick, a head kick, a front kick, whatever the case may be, and win this fight by finish. You never do know, but it's a very close one. That is a slight lean. So slight lean, Rob Font, Grant Dawson, Tristan Connolly, Daniel Da Silva, Johan Lainez, Gina Mazzani, and then let's see, Tatsuro Tairo there. Super confident in Alexander Romanov, and then confident picks, Natan Levy, Krzysztof Jotko, Andre Fili, and Andre Arlovski. Thank you guys for watching that video. Make sure I'll hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications. And as usual, if you want to become a channel member for UFC, for Bellator, for PFL, all of my best bets for all of those organizations, go to the last 10 seconds of any one of my videos, could be this one, and click this profile picture on the left side of the screen, and it'll bring you to this page right here, where you could become a channel member for only 10 cents a day. So just click that at the last 10 seconds of any one of my videos. Click that join button for only 10 cents a day. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe and put your confident picks down in the comment section. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Let's go.